welcome back to the channel. What we're doing today is I'm going to be sharing with you guys a quick garden tour as to what I got going on in the garden and how things are progressing since I planted different things into it. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so I know I only have a few minutes before my time is up outside, so I'm gonna start right here. This is the entrance of the garden. I have my ornamentals, my pollinator attractors. So I have this purple morning glory. It only lasts a short time, the bloom. I also have this cattail, or what we call celosia, and I also have this pink cosmo. Can't wait, I'm seeing a little bloom taking place here. All of these ornamentals are in containers. I also have a croton and a pink morning glory. Hummingbirds love those. Bees love the cosmos. So that's what I've got going on in the front here with my garden. Guys, as you can see, where I live is quite populated, so it's really hard to get a quiet moment. So I'm just going to show you guys quickly what I've got going on. I have my celery in a container here. I've got 1, 2, 3 butternut squash that I have here ready to, as it vines up, it will run over my daughter's, play, swing. Well, I'm using it in the garden for the time being, so I'm going to use this as a trellis to support the butternut squash upward. So that's butternut squash that I've got going on there. I have pimento peppers. I have 2 of them. This one, for some reason, these 2 were planted at the same time. This one for some reason took off, and this one is just behind. So pimento peppers. I have basil, and the basil I have 1, 2, 3 in this space, just to try and confuse the pests a little. But as you can see, that basil over there, something's happening to that one. I'm not too sure. If I was to guess, I would think is root nematodes and as well as aphids. So I'm gonna have to deal with that. So as you guys can see, I have cardboard for mulch, as I haven't gotten to the savanna. I really don't have time, as well as I don't have that assistance at the moment to have a ground covering. So I'm using what I have, which is cardboard. So I have beetroot in my garden. I'm hoping that they bulb up soon because the hot weather is coming, and beets don't like heat, so I'm hoping they do well. And the variety of this beet, guys, is Cylindra. I'm trying a new variety. It's supposed to be a long beet, so I'm hoping that that comes well. This is okra. I have an orange cosmo here, and the watermelon. So I'm gonna have to vine up those soon and run it up on my makeshift trellis right there. So I've got going on here some kale and dill together. I'm not seeing any whitefly on this kale, so the companion planting here is working out great. Cuban, oregano, lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. I want to try out making my own seasoning salt, because that's something we buy a lot of. So I want to try making my own seasoning salt using the basil and the dill and Cuban oregano and tarragon, different seasonings that I have. This here is eggplant. I saw one eggplant today just coming around. Yeah, look, it's right there. So we got some stuff going on in this tree. Eggplant. This was a volunteer and I just nurtured it. I just let it do its thing. Look how healthy it looks. And I also have beetroot and ginger. Guys, I showed you this ginger 3 weeks ago. Look how much it has grown. It's really jamming, guys. I put the sand from in the chicken coop in this bin to, build it up a little. And yeah, this ginger is loving it. Also the beetroot, they're doing well. Like I said before, I hope that they bulb up before it gets too hot. I'm seeing some stuff happening here, not too sure what that is. I'm gonna have to come and get in here. I hope it's not ants. Ants like to suck the sap from the root in the beetroot as well, so gotta come in here and see what's going on. So that's what's happening in this bed. So heading back out. Yes guys, heading back out. I have another eggplant in this corner here, as well as peanut squash. I saw on the outside that I need to rerun that vine, so I'm gonna go and do that right now. This is my fence line, guys. Woo! Look at that, guys. We got a squash going on. So I need to rerun this stuff from outside here and rerun it back inside. Ooh, look, we have another squash coming up there. So yeah, I need to run this back inside. Run this back inside. I gotta find a way to do it without breaking the vine, guys. Hold on. Okay, so I got that there, so the fence would be a support for that. I got another baby one coming up here. It's in a great place, so I'm gonna just rest that back. I'm just gonna rest that right there and redirect this vine back onto the trellis. While I'm out here, I'm gonna show you guys what I have out here. I have some mint. These I grew for the chickens. I also have some sweet potato vine. These stuff I grew for the chickens to give them greens, but they're kind of struggling at the moment, but I'm gonna redirect them. Let's do that one time. Redirect this stuff out of the drain back into this bed and wait for this to recatch for my next flock of chickens. Chickens love that stuff. And I also have a next mint here that I need to come and stake up, but I need my husband's help for that. So that's what's going on here, guys. Okay, so I'm heading back inside, and what's happening right as we enter into our gate is this. I have some zucchini growing in this bin. I have some more cardboard I want to put in the garden because I don't have time to go for the grass clipping from the savannah. This zucchini, guys, there's 2 zucchini in this bin. I'm seeing some flowers coming along. You won't believe it. I transplanted these things for teeny tiny stuff 2 weeks ago, and it's just jamming. It's just jamming. I don't know if you guys remember, majority of this bin is right now filled with clippings from the hedge, and I have about say 6 inches of compost. The zucchini's roots run far and they are a greedy plant, so far looks like they're loving it. Okay, so this is what I've got going on over my pup's house, my dog's house. Is some onions, some white Lisbon onions that I grew from seed. The dogs, they're playing. So these are some onions that I'm trying in this raised bed. I have about 28 onions in here. First time I'm growing onions. So far it's doing great, and I have lots left over. So if you are a local and you want to try onions, you can give me a buzz. I have some seedlings that I can give away. This is a cherry tomato that I squished in here earlier. So this has a root system that's quite deep because I buried this plant till it was like this much showing out of the soil, and so far it's doing great. So what I have going on here, guys, is my seedling table. I have some culantro, aka shadow benny, that I want to transplant into a bin over there that for some reason things don't like to grow in it, so I'm going to try culantro. I have a fine thyme that I grew from grocery cuttings. I have a video coming out about that soon, guys, how to do that on your own, how you can propagate your fine thyme from cuttings. These are the extra onions. As you can see, it start bulbing up, so I'm excited. I hope the onions do well. So these are the extra onions that I have going on. This is a lemon thyme. Ooh, this tastes really, really good on fish. So it died back tremendously, and I'm nursing it back, guys. I'm hoping it really catches, so I do have to do some amendment in this. I'm not too sure. I think this is a flower seed. I'm not going to pull that up just yet. But this is lemon thyme. I have some papaya or pawpaw trees that I have to get out to our next property. I want to share that with you guys, but I gotta get my husband on board, so I'll share it with you guys if I can. Transplanting these pawpaw on the next property. These are Jumbo. Can you give me a break? Can I get a moment? Thanks, baby. Jumbo. These are, sorry about that, guys. These are pak choy seeds that I started. These were actually from a pak choy that went to seed, and I just left it. And so far it's looking good. So I have learned this season that I don't have to buy pak choy seeds anymore. I can grow my own pak choy seeds. So this is from that. This is some marigold. I have a dear friend that I actually grew extra to give her, and because she uses that for her skin. So hopefully these continue to jam and grow, that I can give it to her. So I have what is this? Oh boy, I can't remember the flower, guys. It's a medicinal flower. I see it's chrysanthemum. That's what it is. I have them. Did you guys know chrysanthemum runs? So these run, and I just cut them from the parent plant, and I propagated them. So I am looking for a place to put them because I like pretty stuff. This is as you can see, a piece of sweet potato. I saw over my doghouse. Look, guys, this came out from the bottom. I'm thinking this is a good idea. Since this came out from the bottom. So see that? It's coming out from the bottom right here. So I'm thinking this is a good idea. Maybe I could grow the onions on top, and I could just, slide this up a little and stick that next piece of sweet potato in here, slide it back down, and see if sweet potato, see if sweet potato grows under the ground, and I could have the onions on top. That would be neat. Okay, so finally I have going on here this bed that I have the ginger in the corner over here. I need to wash my hands. So I have the ginger going on over in this corner. I have this beautiful dinosaur kale. It looks so good on camera. I have some gomphrena. Lovely, lovely flower. Butterflies, bees. Love that. I have a turmeric that is dying back. I'm going to leave that because the roots that are in the ground, they're going to reshoot and they're going to spread, and I'm going to leave that. And I have down in here the chrysanthemum, but it needs more sun. The chrysanthemum, I have this herb. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. Tarragon. Oh my god. This makes pork taste so good. And it makes a wonderful, wonderful tea. I also have oregano going on here because for my chickens, like I said, guys, I want to be able to give them fresh herbs from around the yard. So I'm going to be propagating on lots and lots of that, and that's basically it. So that's basically it, guys. Just a little I got going on in my small little space. I'm telling you, it's not much, but you can see there's quite a bit I've got going on. So as time goes by, I'll keep giving you guys updates as to how those plants are going, and hopefully, seeing my garden gives you some incentive to get growing yourself. Even if it's in pots, you can at least do something. Even your herbs, you can grow for yourself. So thanks for coming along with me, guys. I know my time is up. I have to get back to the baby. See you guys in the next one. Bye, and keep growing.